it is what it is. Let's start the day with checking like the Reddit. Let's see if it works this way. It doesn't. Okay. Um, where is it? Browser. Here you go. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it actually works. So okay. So let's check it out. Mm. If it wasn't for the people I met this game, I would have ended my life by now. People make fun of internet friends, but they're the ones who stick with you by you at 4 a.m. when you're freaking out and go on mount runs afterwards. Yeah, this is actually true. Like people tend to fucking like kind of like undermine. No, sub to me. Um, People tend to like really like underestimate like how powerful and how like meaningful like this type of relationships can be in WoW. Like in WoW, in other games, like it will change with time. Oh fuck, you know, like more like yeah, that's actually true and awfully true to some, you know. World of Warcraft mango. The fucking horde mango. The fucking horde mango, bro. They're everywhere. Everywhere, these people. The the reward for uh Bilgewater Exalted. Bilgewater Trove. And so what's in it? Missing the 4K. Uh yeah. I need to fucking like do the undermine housing update. Living Azeroth living. I'll look at housing rewards. So setting up your guiding principle, progressive journey, long lasting journey, decor. So that this will be interesting because like so before we have like garrisons and stuff. But like housing can be like multi expansion. So actually something that like stays between expansions that we get to keep. So that is actually really fucking cool. Core gameplay. So players should really expect the decor to be just that, a journey. The collection, perfect room, not run to a vendor and complete one day more. Furthermore, this journey should be engaging regardless of how hardcore or not they may be. Put in another way, getting in a single piece should be eventually possible, but getting everything should be incredibly difficult. Yeah, so another like fucking like achievement fucking like thing going. Core gameplay. Similarly, we want to reward the core for a wide variety of our core gameplay now. In World of Warcraft, we don't want the core to come from only housing specific activities, though some will, but instead meet you where you are, however you choose to enjoy the game, whether that's solo questing, crafting the core profession, or the using the auction house, running dungeons with your friends, or raiding with your guild. Reference from the past. Some of you have been playing for 20 years, and we want that time to feel worthwhile. Your past adventures and time spent on Azeroth means your collection will have a leg up, and you won't start from square one when you first purchase a house. Oh, okay. It's about the journey, not the decoration. The progressive journey means that the majority of decors are considered commodities and are readily available from vendors, other players via auction house, spoilers, questing, and so on. If you want the winning share, is a very easy, inexpensive thing to acquire. I'm really curious to see like how the interface actually will be for that because like they like what I like, which is like not too sandbox, like not creating like something too sandboxy, but like something kind of like boxy where like you kind of like get to choose, but that's is the difference between like, let's say like uh the all wars, like, yeah, I think like the difference between like fucking like StarCraft and Halo, what's it called, Halo Wars, yeah, where it's like you get to only like choose some things where to put them. For I was thinking it's better, like the fucking like sandbox. I don't feel it. I don't know. There's a new investment decor which are generally more niche item in either theming looks or appeal, which require more time and cost investment. Example could be a sparkling fountain with particle effect and magical books that flaps on their own. Lastly, there are what we think of trophies, things that require skillful play, cooperation, and or larger time commitment. Think along the lines of M plus, raid rewards, and long-term achievement. If you're looking to mount an excess head on the wall, you'll have to defeat it and take it. This is actually cool. One of the powerful aspect is that since it's cosmetic by nature, placing hard to require thing throughout the game gives player reach goals that don't hamper their character development, and they're free to pursue or not, just like mounts of transmog. That's actually like a new way to like. There is like a new type of player that will actually be discovered or be created from that. Like people that just like are all about like not mount, not achievements, not transmogs, but actually from just housing. Why? Because, well, the game is rich enough. That said, it should be possible to kit out your on day one to strike the vibe while you're looking without too much effort. Your decor journey should start out awesome and continue to be that along the way. Variety is the spice of life. When we first were drafting this site, there was a line that read, "Where can I get decor?" Yes. While pithy is not far from the truth either when it comes to our second principle of core gameplay with variation. Decor should be from come from everywhere and everything. We want to find decor in all sorts of gameplay. Kind of sick, like I sound like I'm crying, like I'm tearing up. Not just a single avenue that feel forced to interact over and over. For example, while a specific jade inlaid bookshelf might come from a particular quest in Pandaria, or other bookshelf come from vendor profession and other varied forms of content. That this is actually good. Thanks, past self. Finally, the principle, reverence of the past. All the time, encapsulate a few things. All the time spent in Nazareth is worth something. We're leveraging legacy, reputation, professions, and more. This is actually really cool. If you're achieving something in the past, we want to embrace the time spent. If you raise the reputation to exalted with someone, you'll be able to purchase their goods right away. If you completed an achievement 10 years ago that reward a new piece of decor today, you'll be granted that piece of decor on login. Legacy decor should be well integrated to the appropriate existing content and not feel crowbarred in. Uh, for example, using the local system and currencies of a piece of related content, such as Mechagon Junkyard tinkering when it makes sense and as it's available. We're not going to have the decor equivalent of transmog runs. We're still working on what it means in practice. Is it only available during time walking? A small, I noticed like a small indie company. No, I always find it fun when like multi-billion company fucking like corporation fucking like do fucking like spelling mistakes, you know, like we're all fucking stupid at the end of the day. Yeah, well, we're all able to do mistakes, even you. Is there something more deterministic we can do? But we thought of something, someone farming amount for years across multiple character every week, finally earning it, then being told, well, time to go back and grind for the couch. It's rough. We'd like to avoid this. Arkening again to the long-lasting journey pillar. We're going to continue fleshing out the core from past expansion in future patches, and they will be available via via the appropriate content of their expansion. One thing to give you a heads up is that we intend to offer the core rewards for past expansion meta achievement of World of Walk and Back from Beyond a Farewell to Arms are three currently available. If you think, uh, what was this? Oh, it's cool that like this, they literally like send you to fucking wild hell. Mm, this is not my solo mount. What the fuck? Um, if you find a completionist, it's worth starting this downtime. Trust me, I'm a professional, bro. Like, how long is this though? Okay, it's not too long. Um, trust me, I'm a professional. We're not going to bury the lead here. The core will be crafted by all existing non-gathering primary profession instead of creating a new profession solely dedicated to it. Each profession will be able to craft a few pieces of appropriate decor from each expansion using that expansion version for of the professions. To craft something, the player will need not only to the required recipe and skill level, but they will also need to gather the new type of decor, crafting specific region per expansion, as well as any required region from that expansion. In general, the most profession-made goods, crafted decor can be traded to other player or sold on the action house. So example of profession of what some profession will be able to make. Blacksmithing create decor primarily of metal. Enchanting create magical decor like floating books and glowing orbs. Jewel crafting create decors like gem-studded objects, as well as being designated stone working profession. Two of the point above should be underscored. Your profession and their level from past expansion matter, and do some of the region from this expansion, just in case you were looking for something else to do between now and the launch of housing. Damn, that's actually cool for my like completionist like journey. Some light housekeeping. We want to mention as smothering related but smaller things as well as we wrap things up. Decoration will be only placeable if you have enough of them, based on how many you've collected. If you want to place 4 share, you'll need to collect 4 share. Furthermore, collected decoration are shared across your entire Battle.net account, so anything you collect on your game account is shared across all of them. If you have four fountains and place 3 of them on the lawn of your alliance house, your whole house will have only one available to place. On the flip side, there's a concept of unique decor that you can only place once, no matter how many copies of it you may have. It doesn't make sense, for example, to place 9 copies of Onyx head on your wall. Mm, you, Thank you, Rose, for the follow. You'll note a mention of housing specific activities earlier that might be better worded as neighborhood activities. We're committed to an ongoing release of new decoration on both backwards into previous expansions as well as forward with new ones. What do you want to see? Thank you so much. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so this is cool because like this will actually like create a new type of player for like um WoW in general. So this is actually like quite fucking cool. Undaunted, ahead of the curve. So the Deaf Guild has achieved AOTC on both EU and NR. That's actually cool. A Deaf Guild that actually like fucking do hardcore stuff. That's cool for representation, like for all the deaf people in the world. So let's say Blizzard adds another class. What class color would you wish for? Uh, That's a pink. That's a pink. No, not pink, but like. Where's my M plus by luck protection? I've been clearing 8, 12 with the same 4 guildies every week for a small chance that a relevant gear will be in our vault running floodgate every time one of us gets a key for it, and still haven't seen one single pacemaker when our group is looking for internal. We did the content, we proved we can clear it, we proved we can farm it. Why can't we get some guarantees to get the M plus at mythic level to just to mitigate RNG? It will make a difference in our ability to progress further and satisfaction. If you remove like fucking like RNG, like it's actually uh it actually like takes away like something from the game, like that's like developers understand, I understand, and this person do not understand. Like you can like from the vault, it's just kind of like the same. It's okay. This one, Earthen and Orgrimmar, is basically telling you what everyone else has been screaming about Orgrimmar for years now. Gargath has been telling me all about the fortress from his homeland, Blackrock Foundry. He called it a fortress of industry. It sounds like a true wonder to behold, or was. Rather, he tells me that it's now lost. I didn't press on what he meant by that, either with weapon walking around Orgrimmar's scattered forges, and for a city as fortified as this, we're both a bit surprised at the lack of dedicated industrial forge grounds. It's just a thing that a canyon city like this is missing. Wouldn't you agree? Seaside cooling system, cliff carved quarries, a port for trade, even the opportunity to expand our endless. Yeah, I never liked Orgrimmar. It always felt like fucking like yeah. Dinner current is a big gift to all service sellers, and that's a raid. Yeah, whatever. Dinners won't launch me into mythic rating, mates. Yeah. Beva produced some of the most beautiful storytelling that Blizzard has ever produced. This is actually true. This is actually true. Like, I think that like they should like bring back uh AOTC AOTC ahead of the curve. I think that they should bring back Warbringers and stuff like that. Why the fuck won't they bring it back? Um, used to find loot tables. Anyone that's novel rice and one. I think I have. And then TK Lower Scree. This is Bird from Bert is This is Bird from Lordaeron. Bert is slain and raised by the Scourge as mindless servant of the Lich King. Bert is broken free from the Lich King rule by the Forsaken. Bert is slain and raised by the Scourge as the mindless servant of the Lich King. No, as a Death Knight. Bert is broken free from the Lich King rule by some holy ground. Joins the Knight of the Ebon Blade and the Ord. Yeah, technically. Yeah, technically. Random dude. Yeah, that's actually quite clever. Let's finish with an art. Okay, this is cool. And yeah, I'm kind of like done with this. Okay, so this was like the daily well ready browsing. So yeah.